The Gerakan National Delegates Conference has just kicked off. Delegates are already in the hall, and with me here now to shed more insight is Ng Yeen Seen from the Asian Strategy Leadership Institute. So Ng Yeen Seen, thanks so much for being with us here today.
Thank you very much for having me, Natasha.
Alright, so this conference is in its 45th year. What are some pertinent points you expect to be brought up?
I think the next general election is definitely on the table. Delegates will be asking when is the election, how many seats we are going to get, how badly or how impactful is the potential redelineation exercise going to affect the party, and then following question will be who is going to be the next candidate for this particular seat, and then I think there will definitely be question on integrity, corruption issues, and all the hot topics and political issues that we see in the newspaper every day.
Now, Yeen Seen, Gerakan lost Penang in 2008, and now they only have 2 parliamentary seats. With this in mind, what would you say are the party's current concerns and priorities?
I think similar to what I've said earlier, the party concerns will be putting the grassroots together, strengthen and unite the party to be even stronger. I think the party leaders are also very concerned as to the potential seats being filled by Barisan direct candidates, like what happened in the recent Sarawak state election. I think for all component parties, including MCA, MIC, PPP, Gerakan, even SUPP, and everybody, I think everybody have got something like a time bomb in their heart. They know that fielding candidacy in parliament, in whatever seats in their constituency, yes, it will come with the recommendation of party leadership to the Prime Minister and the Barisan chief, but eventually it is still in the prerogative and the hands of Prime Minister Najib, as in who will be the most winnable candidate that he thinks, or collectively as Barisan Nasional would think.
Do you think Gerakan can garner enough support for GE14 then?
Of course, every political party who go into election would want to win. Otherwise, just don't go to war, don't waste resources, I always say. Yes, I think Gerakan will have to try its best to garner more support than the 2 previous elections. But I think it is also up to the people as to whether the people wants to give Gerakan a chance to perform or not. Even if after you have been fielded as candidate, but if voters don't vote for you, you are just as good and as well as the singer in your own shower cubicle. So I think looking at the party constitution of Gerakan, I think if the public understand the constitution of the party and the mission and vision of the party, and if the Gerakan party can live up to its party constitution, I actually see a lot of future in Gerakan, because Gerakan advocates for multiracial, a multiracial Malaysia, a multicultural Malaysia, where all Malaysians will be treated equal towards a more egalitarian society.
Would you say enough is being done to kind of relay Gerakan's message to the public then?
I wouldn't say that work is enough. It's just like when we go for exam. Nobody would say that I've studied enough, therefore I can go party the night before the night before you go for an exam. Similarly to political parties, however hard you work, I don't think any politician or party should say we have done enough to garner votes, because then if you say that and if you think that, your voters will feel that you think you got your support already. You know, let me be honest with you, Gerakan having lost Penang in 2008 and then in 2013 losing even more seats, most people would think that people will be abandoning the party, because who wants to be with losers, right? If you look at UMNO, everybody wants to be with winners. So, but if you look at Gerakan, people still want to fight for a position. People still want to fight to do something, and I think this is a good sign that we see, because nobody is abandoning the ship.
How successful has the party been in attracting younger members?
Young people in this century, especially people who are younger than me, don't necessarily like to be part of an institution or establishment. For example, if you look at the US, Germany, and even Japan, you don't see many people joining political parties, but they still go out to vote. I think Malaysia, slowly we are beginning to go towards that direction. And I think Gerakan, as a relatively small party, shouldn't be too concerned of whether they have to garner the membership of the young people or not. But instead, to me, more importantly, Gerakan needs to be able to be more engaged to the younger people. Secondly, I also feel that young people today wants a lot of respect in their thoughts. And I think Gerakan, moving forward, if wanting to be more engaging with the people, with the young people, needs to be able to capture the imagination of the young people, that Gerakan can be their voice.
Now let's shift focus now to the Election Commission's redelineation exercise.
Sensitive issue.
Highly sensitive and highly publicized at this point in time. Now it's been noted that under it, some seats will be race-based. With that in mind, how could the party be affected if this redelineation proposal is actually green-lighted?
I don't think that the Gerakan seats will be race-based seats. Traditionally, almost all Gerakan seats are very mixed anyway, because Gerakan is a multiracial party. Therefore, Chinese seats go to MCA, Malay seats go to UMNO, the mixed seats, all the Roja and everything come to Gerakan. And I think with the redelineation exercise, if it were to be successful and gone through with the parliament, I think only one seat under Gerakan will be a race-based seat. So for example, it is going to be Kota Alam Shah. In the past, Kota Alam Shah is a Malay majority seat. With the new redelineation exercise, it will be, I think there will be about 53 or 56% Indian in that constituency. Yeah, so that actually came as a shock to us as well.
Well, I'm sure that'll be discussed at the conference.
Definitely. I was just thinking whether the party president will actually tip off the media or even tip off the delegates as in who is going to be, or among the pool of the potential candidate, who will be fielded as candidate in the next general election. I am very looking forward to that kind of announcement, but I really don't know whether the president will call people up on stage and say, oh, David Ang is going for Puchong, I was told. I don't know whether it's true or not. But Selangor's state chairman, he has to have a seat. Yeah.
Inside scoop, you heard it right here. All right, Ng Yeen Seen, thank you so much for those insights.
Thank you so much for having me, Natasha.
All right, so do stay tuned to the Star Media Group's various platforms, as we'll be bringing you updates from the National Delegates Conference over the course of the next 2 days. Thank you.